Last week, we defined a stronghold according to 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 5 as a mental fortress as opposed to a demonic oppression. The first fortress we touched on was a way of thinking that has grown substantially to challenge the very existence of God. Today we'll be dealing with the second type of stronghold and still drawing from the same text which says, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. The second fortress is thought patterns, mental perception. Why the stronghold of mental perception is so powerful is that it can use a lie to tell the truth, and it can also use the truth to tell a lie. A social experiment was conducted where all the participants were given slices of two different cakes to taste. They were told that one of the cake cost $15 to make while the other was $55. The $15 cake was criticized as being dry and not being rich in taste, while the $55 cake was complimented for being very moist and a better quality taste-wise. What the participants did not know was that these two cakes were made from the same batter. They were baked in the same oven, same temperature, and they were baked at the same time. The only difference was their shape. You see, what we call our experience is largely, if not entirely, dictated by mental perception. And your perception is greatly influenced by an information or by an idea born out of an interaction. How bad perception is that the first Adam failed not because of a demonic attack, but because of wrong perception. Adam, where are you? I heard your voice and I went to hide. Why? Because I am naked. The first thing God asked is, who told you? Information. The second thing that he asked is, have you interacted with the ideology I forbade you from interacting with, the knowledge of good and evil? The Bible said that their eyes were open. The question is, were they ever blind? No, that their eyes were open meant that they started to see life from a faulty and a frail perspective. And that brought death, it brought curse, and it brought sin. Sin meaning to fall short of the original image, of the original plan. The Bible says that when it gets to the stronghold of thought pattern and mental perception, that there's no room for negotiation. Obedience must be imposed. Conformity to the Christ must be enforced. How do we do this? We take our cue from the act of terrorism itself. Yes, because believe it or not, false perception and wrong thought patterns are to you what terrorism is to a sovereign state. It debilitates you and it initiates a war within. You now begin to use the strength and resources meant to fight external forces to fight the battle that is within. So how do I hold them captive? Go after their funding. Trace what is fueling their oppression, what makes them sustainable. Remember what fuel perception is, who told you, information, and what kind of ideology have I been exposed to, interaction. If you can trace the fund, then you can capture the thoughts. God bless you.